Here it is. You're calling the kill them all. Of course.
Chilling. That was a clip from the HBO documentary about Robert Durst. It's one of the most talked about unsolved cases of the last 30 years. The mystery surrounding the death of Kathleen Durst and several other people very close to Robert Durst became the focus of that HBO documentary series. Now Judge Jeanine Pirro recounts the cold case and her 15-year investigation in a new book, He Killed Them All, Robert Durst and My Quest for Justice. And we're lucky enough to have Judge Jeanine with us. I have to ask you this question to start off. You know, so many cases come across your desk. Why this one? Why this one did it stick with you so much?
There was something about this case. It was 17 years old when it was brought to me. I'm the DA, and my investigators come in. They said, boss, we have this case. It's a cold case. A wife went missing. She was in medical school. Her husband didn't report her missing for 5 days. And as they're recounting this, I'm like, even though I had 40,000 cases prosecuted by my office that year, there was something about this case that I connected with. I connected with her. And it was clear to me that it was money, power, privilege that gave this defendant or this husband, Robert Durst, the opportunity to kind of get away with it in 1982. New York City Police Department was more than willing to say she probably fell off the face of the earth or ran off with another guy, even though she was about to graduate from medical school.
Now, who exactly is Robert Durst? Why does he continue to capture so much attention?
Well, Robert Durst is someone who is a scion of a real estate family in New York City. They own half of the landscape here, and he was a very privileged individual, had $100 million, and his wife wanted to divorce him. She did not have an opportunity to do that because 3 days after he refused the last settlement, she ends up missing, and nobody finds her.
You say there's an area, Pine Barrens. Where is Pine Barrens, and why is that significant?
Pine Barrens is a place in New Jersey. If you watch The Sopranos, it's where the mafia was burying their bodies. And we found out 18 years later, when my office investigated this case, that a collect call was made from the Pine Barrens area, or ship bottom, to the Durst organization. Our investigation revealed only one person could have made that call. So why the Pine Barrens? Because it's February, the soil is still soft and moist there, and that's the one place where you can bury a body. And we find out later that he was in a laundromat. He was so cheap, Robert Durst, that what he would do is he would wash everything that had blood on it. And when he killed the guy in Texas, his third victim that we know of, he ended up going to a dry cleaner to have a red stain removed from a blanket.
I only have a minute left here, but he's still not convicted for these murders.
No.
So what now?
Right now he's in New Orleans in a federal facility awaiting trial on gun charges. L.A. for a death in 2000 is about to try him for murder of a woman who was his dear friend, his spokesperson, and someone we were getting ready to speak to because we believe she knew everything that Robert did. And I was monitoring the money. He was sending her money, and she ends up dead, execution style, shot in the back of the head.
Wow. We have to read your book. It sounds fascinating and great to get your perspective on this incredible case, Judge Jeanine. Thank you so much for the time.
You.
We'll be reading.
Thank you.
We will, even though it sounds a little scary, John. You got to read it, right?
It is a chilling, chilling account.